Well, on the one hand, I think the industry could have a really exciting and positive future over the next few years, as our role in relation to environmental technologies and the conservation of limited natural resources develops. But on the other hand, we are living in difficult economic conditions, and that presents challenges for plumbing. For example, in the UK, many plumbing businesses have had to reduce their workforce, and they're now dealing with significant downward pressures on prices. And one of my biggest concerns is about training, because when work is not so plentiful, the training of apprentices tends to reduce, and that can lead to problems for future years. Well, wherever I go, I hear concerns about the status of the plumbing industry and the challenges which it faces. Last year, I was in South America for the first time, and meeting plumbing contractors there, they were complaining that plumbers tend to be seen as subcontractors, with the emphasis very much on sub, implying lower or inferior in some way. And that, unfortunately, is the reality in many countries. Certainly is in the United Kingdom. In a contractual sense, the plumbing contractor is fairly low down the supply chain. One of the things that taught me is that, first of all, our problems are common the world over. But secondly, WPC provides a forum in which we can share our problems and concerns. And who knows, the problems in your country today might well be the kind of problems that were tackled in another country last year or 10 years ago. So I would say that WPC is a really good forum for people from the industry sharing their concerns and their successes. And I would like to encourage you in Australia to continue to use that mechanism. Well, first of all, I would congratulate any new entrant to the plumbing industry, because they're becoming part of a really significant industry in our society. And secondly, I would urge them to remember that they are health workers, because plumbers are health workers, and they're also people who can make a really big difference when it comes to protecting the environment. Generally speaking, I don't think that government and people as a whole understand the huge role which plumbing plays. I think in Australia there is perhaps better recognition than there is in some other countries. But even in Australia, much more needs to be done, and that is part of the goal and the mission of the World Plumbing Council. In Australia, there is a very important role in contributing to the rebuilding of the infrastructure which has been damaged in recent weather incidents. But you also have an opportunity, if you need it, to remind people, as that work is being carried out, that plumbing is an industry to be respected, not just in times of emergency. The Australian plumbing industry is highly regarded in the world plumbing community, and I would like to congratulate you on all that you have achieved to date, and to wish you every success in working together in the future to remind people the message of World Plumbing Day, which is that plumbing is vital to global health.